Hey everyone, Prep Aussie here. Well, I wasn't going to make a video tonight, but I decided that the information was important enough to share with everyone tonight, so you can have a look at it tomorrow and disseminate it yourself. It's going to be a long video, unfortunately, it'll probably take about a half an hour. There's a couple of reasons for that. I found a bit more information of my own. This video here, sorry, I'll go back. This video here is from Stroppy Me, as you can see here. Once again, we colluded again today, and as we do, we tend to go back and look at the stuff we've done. And bugger me if bloody Strop hasn't found something even more interesting than what we found yesterday, which was just after what we'd filmed yesterday. So, you know, the reason why we didn't show it yesterday is because we were pretty cock-a-hoop about what we found yesterday, which we thought was bloody fantastic. So we didn't bother going any further yesterday. Look, this video is 7 minutes long. I think it's important enough to show you guys. Strop's done a time-lapse compilation here. I'll put it on full screen. We'll watch it. I might stop it here and there just to point out a few things, but apart from that, I'll just let it run. You guys can watch it. You can watch it again if you want on his site, Stroppy Me. But like I said, he and I confer every day and bounce stuff off each other. And if we think it's bullshit, we tell each other. Pretty straightforward, pretty conversations, really. But like I said, he's got a good analytical mind. And he actually called me tonight and he said, look, I've made this video, do you want to have a look at it? Just let me know whether you think, you know, we looked at the actual thing that's coming up here, and he's pretty well bang on. So let's watch this, and like I said, I might pull it up here and there, but I'll let it go. Just watch how this starts showing up. This is amazing. And like I said, this is actually coming from over here. So it's shining off the sun and coming this way. Gets way better. Notice this shroud goes up here. Look at that. See that red shroud? back at 45, you'll see everything much, much better. Takes it clear off the screen. See that shroud? Look. Goes right through. So that pink shroud's disappeared now. That's at its fullest there now. That's beautiful. Have a look at that. That's majestic. That pink shroud's gone. Now watch this. Sorry, I touched the screen. Watch the cursor. Now got one forming. That's the one that's formed. Now there's another one forming here. See it? You can still see the old one there, and the new one's there. Very, very similar to Point Halloran. You've still got the essence of that one there. It's not a lens flare, guys. You can actually see the planet moving. Well, that was that. Okay, so just want to be clear that everyone's got what we're saying here, is that the actual image, is coming from to the side of the sun, not in front of the sun. It's it's just literally at the back on the side of the sun. That's why the projection's going forward. You know, that's without a doubt. You know, it's a lot to take in, but it's definitely there. Now, something was bugging me about Tamworth yesterday that I spoke to Strop about today. I picked this image not because of any particular reason, but see that black dot there? I said to Strop, I think that's a planet. You know, and I actually think that what we're seeing here is actually the real deal, not something that's covered up or anything like that. This is pretty full on, this, whatever this is. Now, if you want to analyse the Tamworth photos, it's interesting to note that they started spraying way after this disappeared. And when I went through all the videos, all the what's names, I couldn't understand why. And I couldn't understand why some of these are black and some of them are white, whitish, and some of them are full exposure. Well, I figured out that if I go on that one, for example, 814, you can still see it there. See that? You can still see it, and you can still see the round orb in the middle of it. But the thing is, notice just how bright that is. Well, that's blinding bright. That's not just bright, that's blinding bright. And before anyone writes me emails or, things back saying it's the exposure of blah, 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 blah on the camera, yeah, I fully understand that. But I want to point something out to you. That's 811. Notice the back, notice the ground in the mountains in that shot, right? And that's the sun. You'll see what I mean in a minute. Okay, so that one was 814. This is 815. So there you go. Look how dark that is. But look at this. Look at the rays coming out of the sun. And there's what I think is a full-on planet, or two, actually. One circling the other one, probably. All right, so we go look at those, and you go to this one. There's three in a sequence. You notice any difference? You notice any difference in these? Have a good look. See that? See how you can actually see through it? So what that tells me is that it's going along like that, and all of a sudden, there's a big boof of air, of brightness that just comes out of it. You see the difference? And yeah, it can be the camera. What? But every now and again. So I've realised the reason why they're chemtrailing is to actually stop this blinding light. The other thing that's weird is that they started chemtrailing really late. Look, it's 8:40, nothing there, nothing there. Look, well, it's just started here. You can just see it. Look, and I went through it, but I can't see anything that they're trying to hide, except big bright sunlight on the horizon that shouldn't be there. So I don't really have any idea. My main task today was to tell you, that this is real. It looks real. It looks bloody scary. And it's behind this. See all this brightness? It's actually behind it. You can see it's behind it. So that's that one. Then I got an email today from Lexi in Brisbane. And she said, urgent, you got to read this. I've just seen a big orb in the sky. I just saw what I thought to be a meteor flying over Brisbane from east to west. It came out of nothing and looked like a fireball and then disappeared. Then I looked on the web scans to see if it came up, and I saw your UFO. Brisbane New Farm at 9:10. It was about 9:03, 9:05ish when I saw this fireball. Blah, 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 blah. So I went on the New Farm, Queensland New Farm, just after that. Pretty conclusive. Big fireball right through the sky. Interesting to note, though, that's the only one that captured it. Been through all of them, there's nothing else there. But this is the most interesting thing. Look at that. That look familiar to anyone? That is not an aeroplane. Doesn't look like an aeroplane. It's flat and it's got different light configurations. So, don't really know what to say about that. You can go on a few other things and have a look at it. Oops, sorry. Yeah, you can go on a few other things and have a look at it. It is there on about 4 or 5 shots that I could find. Seems odd that it's there, and then a second before you've got the blazing fire thing through the sky. There you go. 909. There you go. Someone tell me that's a plane. Please tell me that's a plane. And I'll go down to Woolies and stand in the deli counter, stark bollock naked. Playing my ass. Oh, by the way, if you go through the Tamworth ones, I found at least 20 shots with UFOs in it. A white orb that just keeps bobbing up and down and moving around with no strings attached to it or anything. So there you go, folks. That's not the only thing. I don't know this gentleman. I'm hoping he won't get upset about me using this. I'm only going to use it for a second.
Hey, have you been a smart traveller yet?
No, I'm a travel pro.
Okay, so what about...
This will scare the crap out of you. Look familiar? This is in Mexico. Now, there's something interesting at the end of this that I don't think he's picked up, which I think is there, and Strop thinks it's there, but whether you guys think it's there or not is another thing. If it is there, then it's worse than we thought. But notice how that's on the north, in the northern hemisphere, and it's this side, and ours is up the other side. So it's the complete opposite, which sounds about right. I want you to watch this right through to here. And I want you to just tap your screens back a bit and then just watch this area here, because there's a circle that starts to form and it goes right through the middle of the M, comes down here and goes right around. Just keep your eyes on it. Can you see that? See the line? It's a distinct line. Goes right through, right out there, comes back down, and go. Honestly, guys, it's so big, it's unbelievable. Whether it's just my imagination running away with me, but Strop said he could see it as well. If you look at this beam of light, just look there. You can see the line going right through, and this thing is absolutely friggin' massive. Goes right around like that and comes out the other side. It's about 4 times the size of that. Excuse me. You can see just the line of it there goes right through. Yeah, bugger. Just watch towards the end when the light shines on it. See how the light just perks up a bit? So you can see the line just there, and it goes right around. And that's a definite planet. Or definite object. Sorry, I don't know if it's a planet. I don't even know if it's real, but I can actually see it with my own eyes, so I'm thinking it must be something. But as Strop and I said, you start getting a bit dot weary after a while, and you start seeing things you think you see and all that sort of stuff. So hopefully you guys can see it. Check out this guy's thing, Josh. Sorry, Josh, for not contacting you, mate. I just thought this was important. And that's it. He's done a bloody good job there. Catcher him that. All right, guys and girls, there's not much else for me to do and say at this time of night. God bless to all. Keep alert. Keep prepping. Make sure everything's getting ready, because I don't think we've got long. All right, guys, take it easy. God bless everyone. G'day everyone, Prep Aussie here. Well, I wasn't going to make a video tonight, but I decided that the information was important enough to share with everyone tonight, so you can have a look at it tomorrow and disseminate it yourself. It's going to be a long video, unfortunately. It'll probably take about a half an hour. There's a couple of reasons for that. I found a bit more information of my own. This video here, sorry, I'll go back. This video here is from Stroppy Me, as you can see here. Once again, we colluded again today, and as we do, we tend to go back and look at the stuff we've done. And bugger me if bloody Strop hasn't found something even more interesting than what we found yesterday, which was just after what we'd filmed yesterday. So, you know, the reason why we didn't show it yesterday is because we were pretty cock-a-hoop about what we found yesterday, which we thought was bloody fantastic. So we didn't bother going any further yesterday. Look, this video is 7 minutes long. I think it's important enough to show you guys. Strop's done a time-lapse compilation here. I'll put it on full screen. We'll watch it. I might stop it here and there just to point out a few things, but apart from that, I'll just let it run. You guys can watch it. You can watch it again if you want on his site, Stroppy Me. But like I said, he and I confer every day and bounce stuff off each other. And if we think it's bullshit, we tell each other. Pretty straightforward, pretty conversations, really. But like I said, he's got a good analytical mind. And he actually called me tonight and he said, look, I've made this video. Do you want to have a look at it? Just let me know whether you think, you know, we looked at the actual thing that's coming up here, and he's pretty well bang on. So let's watch this, and like I said, I might pull it up here and there, but I'll let it go.